For the third straight year in a row, firearms are the leading cause of death for children aged 1 to 17, and firearm mortality has increased 106% for this age group since 2013. In 2022, there were 2,526 gun deaths among kids aged 1 to 17. This works out to be about 7 a day. And for 15 to 17-year-olds, well, firearms account for 1/3 of all deaths in that age group. And one of the biggest reasons that this rate is so high involves responsible gun ownership, or rather the lack of it. See, all too often kids find firearms that have been left unattended or unsecured. And kids have found firearms in all kinds of places, like bathrooms, or bedrooms, or cars, or, hell, some kids have even found firearms just laying on the sidewalk. And unfortunately, these types of stories don't usually have happy endings. And consider how many minors that perpetuate mass shootings got their firearms from their house because the weapons were not secured. So yeah, gun mortality continues to rise for kids ages 1 to 17, and part of this is directly related to the lobbying efforts of groups like the National Rifle Association. See, one of the reasons that motor vehicle deaths keep dropping for this demographic is that we require some pretty serious safety features, some of which the automotive industry implemented all on their own. So, for example, one of the regulations that has been shown to reduce child mortality in vehicles is requiring car seats and booster seats, as well as seat belts. But we don't see these kinds of regulations for the gun industry because the NRA fights to prevent the government from requiring them. And look, I know that passing things like safe storage laws won't reduce all of the mortality that we see among children, but that's really not the purpose of law. The purpose of law is to reduce the amount of times certain behaviors happen in society, not to reduce all instances of that behavior. If that was the goal that we set, we would not have any laws at all. But now I'm going to paraphrase Ronald Reagan for a moment. We know putting these regulations in place will not bring child mortality to zero, but research has shown it will bring it down enough to make it worthwhile. And isn't that what it's really all about? Thoughts?